Oh man, looks like we're really in this for the long haul.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Devil Saviour Smash! So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have Smash in his robot mode. In his alt mode, his name is Smash, Devil Saviour. Up top, Smash. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On this side, we have Smash. On this side, we have Smash. On the back of the box, we have our obligatory product shots, this, that, the other things and stuff. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along here, we have Smash, the next component of Devil Saviour's Troublemaker, their movie Devastator, and this is their take on Long Haul. And yes, we're back here with these things again. Now, full disclosure, I've had this figure for about like 2 months or so. I've just been putting off this review because I needed to be mentally and emotionally prepared to go back here again. And I'm still not, honestly, but you know, we just need to do this and get it over with. But here is Long Haul. And if he looks familiar, it should, honestly, because this figure is taking a lot of cues from another figure, but let's get in close here. So we can take a look at the details. 773B on either side. Got the headlights done in black. One compliment I will give these figures is I love the weathering paintwork they add to it. Just makes them look dingy and dirty, like they've been out on the site, and I do quite like that. So it's the one compliment I'll give it. It's not a cat, it's a gat. Hey. It avoids copyright, so hey. You can see a little transparent windshield and windows in there. And there is some pretty nice detail. Some of it picked out in paints. Little hydraulics and pistons and all that going on. You can see the tires have some nice paintwork in there as well. The tires are plastic, they're not rubber. You can see the whole back section there. Again, you got that nice kind of weathering paintwork there. And there is the back. There is the top. There is the bottom. It rolls as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. And for comparison, here he is with the Studio Series Long Haul. And here he is with the original Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Long Haul. And we'll give them a little turnaround here because again you might see some things that look kind of familiar. They look kind of similar, don't they? They look kind of, oh look at that, oh look, they kind of work, oh look at, oh look. But yeah, this figure is a heavily modified version of this figure. They definitely used this figure as a base for theirs. So there you have that. Here he is with the MPM Prime. And here he is with his teammate Mixmaster. Yes, I had to transform that again. Anyway, so there you go. Now, as far as accessories go, he just includes some missiles here, just done in white and red. And you can store these. All the alt mode, and just 2 ports back here. And you just plug it in, plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. There you go. That's where they store for the alt mode. Hey. It's places that things can go if you need things to go places. And there you have that. But yeah, that is basically it for the alt mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? It spins pretty good. So, first thing we need to do is remove the little missiles and put them off to the side, and we shall commence. So as usual, we'll go into combined mode first and then go into robot mode. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to come to these little side sections here and just kind of pop them off and slide them up. Pop that out, slide that up, then we can come back here. Now we're going to untab all of this, like so. Bring those out a couple clicks. That kind of gets them out of the way. So bring that out, like so. And then these like to come unpegged very easily. Anyway, so, oh no, oh that's the wheel. I was like, why is he going all weirdo? There we go. So anyway, once we've done all that, we can take all of this. This will slide out like so, and we can work on all of this. So you want to take these little panels here, flip them up. These sections here will just swing in like that, and swing in like that. And then these panels here will do the same. Just swing in on those double hinges. And there you go, that's just going to be flopping around for the rest of the transformation. So, now that we've done that, we want to grab this whole, what is his upper body section here. Just grab all this and just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until it untabs, loosens all that up. Then you want to take these sections here and just slide them back. Just wiggle them out and undo that. And undo that, like so. And once we've done that, take these sections here, rotate that around, and rotate that around. These little guardrails just fold down. And now that we have done that, see what I mean? Now that we've done that, these sections here are just going to swing up on those armatures. It's going to peg together here, and then you have a little hook tab there that just tabs in from the top like that, and get that as nice and squozen as you can get, and we can leave that alone for now. So now we can work on all of this right here. So now we're going to split this, just bring this out to the side, and come around here. See, we got this little hook. Just want to pop that out like so. And then we have another hook tab here. So you want to just raise this side up and push the other side down to undo that. And once we've done that, we can then unfold his legs. Unfold the legular region. So unfold the leg. And this is probably the only user-friendly thing about this figure. This little bit right here you want to push on, and that will pop that up. Makes life a lot easier instead of having to like kind of pry it up with your fingernails. So bring that up, rotate that out of the way, so you can then take this wheel and swing it back, and then this will just swing over it. Because I don't have this up high enough. There we go. And just swing all that around, and that will sit on top of the wheel like that. This little panel here, we just swing in. Then we take the foot, the toes will swing out. This top section here will flip back. And then this little bit right here will untab and flip up like so. And then we take the foot, it's on a double hinge here, just swing it all the way up until it sits flush like so. And what are we doing now? Now we are going to have everything still flopping around. Actually, you know what? We'll do the other leg. That way we can secure this, and this is not all flopping around on us. So, go do the same thing on the other side. Second pass is just like the first. Just untab the leg. Bring all that around. Pop this little panel up. Pop, 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 pop. It's the most user-friendly thing, but even that sometimes wants to fight you. Okay, there we go. So, that popped up. Wiggle, 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 wiggle up. Wiggle, 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 wiggle up. Okay. Wiggle that up. Bring that back. Add it into place. Rotate that around. There we go. Alrighty. Swing that in. Get that out of the way. Swing the toe out. Flip that out. Untap that. And then just swing all this up, get it down, and there we go. So now that we've done this, we can take this upper body assembly, and this will just clip in Right there we go. So now we have less that's flopping around on us. So at this point now, we can bring his legs down. And now we can finish up with what we need to do with the legs. These bits here, these little bits here you want to flip out, you can just push in on one bit of it here. That's another user-friendly little bit here. Sorry, 2 user-friendly bits on this figure. Let's push that out. There you go. Flip those out. I always forget to do those. That's something you want to do before you have everything else locked in, because then those are a pain in the butt to get out. So you're going to take the leg. The knee is on a double hinge, so you just kind of want to rock it back and then rock that knee forward. And you can see there's a tab that's going to go into a groove in there. And that will sit like that. And do the same thing on the other side. Just get your wiggle on. Get it all wiggled back. And that should go right into place. Like so. Okay. So now we are coming up here. So this whole leg assembly here is going to rotate around like that. And this bit right here is, wait, I wish I could do this the wrong way. I do always do this the wrong way. Rotate it this way. So then this comes down and this will peg in right in here. Like that. Oops. And I believe that is all how it should be. Yes, yes, yes! Okay. So we just rotate all this around. This will come around. Peg into the other side, like so. There is a little tab here on the bottom of the foot. A little clip, rather, that you flip out. And then you just take the two sides, clip them together like so. And you get the little hook. That will just clip in, hook, give us a hook. And things for some reason are not lined up. Why are things not lined up? Why are things not lined up? That should be like a perfect square there, and that's not a perfect square. Why are you not a perfect square? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. There we go. There we go. That's how you want that looking. And then, there we go. Hey. Why do I feel like things are fighting me? Because they are. I just don't have this. There we go. I just didn't have that all the way pegged in there. That's what it is. You have to make sure that's all the way fully squozen. That has to be fully squozen. Then that can clip in. Why is this fighting me more than usual? Of course, because the camera's on. Because the camera's on and it wants to fight me anyway. So, you know what? We'll just make do. We'll just make do. So you want to bring these in, and these are going to do their little hooky thing. Like so. Oops. And every time I do that now, it unclips this. Why is this happening now? Why is this happening? Why? Why? My God, why? You stay. I have everything right. I know I do. There we go. Everything good? Everything cool? Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright. So now we've done that. So now these sections will come around and we'll tab in to where are the fronts of his thighs. Swing that around. Boom. Okay. There we go. So you just want to take the legs, you just want to angle them forward a little bit. And these pieces here will go over this little T-tab. And that will lock all that into place. Like so. And like so. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. That's locked in place. So good. So good in the neighborhood. All right. So now that we've done that, we can work on all this is flopping around here. Kind of, sort of. Actually, not yet. Well, nah, no, we can't actually. Because we need to work on the wheels first. So, wheels, you want to untab these little pieces here. Untab from the wheels themselves. And what we need to do here is just kind of swing this out of the way so we can bring this down. And you can bring that back out. Bring it in, so you can bring that down and bring that out. And then we can just, now we can just kind of get all this. Well, I guess we'll do this part now. So these bits right here are going to swing around, so they sit like that. Swing around so it sits like that. You tab those wheels back together, like so. And then now we can work on the arms. So as far as the arms go, you just want to bend them up at the elbow. This pen will swing around. The tab will end up right in there. Swing that around. That will clip in. Bring that up. Swing that around. That will clip in. You want to then bring the arms back. And then bring the whole arm forward. And that's not all the way over. You want to make sure that hinges all the way over. Those ratchets are way too tight. And they really don't need to be. Bring that back. And untab the whole shoulder assembly. Bring that forward. Again, make sure that is where it needs to be. And then these two arms will just tab together like so. And then you can bring all this back. And this is going to be Devastator's toes. Right there. So now that we've done that, we can bring all of this forward. This is where things are kind of a mess, but then again, a lot of this is a mess. But we're going to, well, actually, we need to take these pieces here, and these are going to slide out. There we go. Those are going to slide out. And all of this is going to kind of rotate up like that. The wheels are going to come back here. Are we having fun yet? Are we having fun yet? I'm not. I am not, sir. Anyway, just swing all this around. There's no real way to even explain what I'm doing here because it's really just kind of fiddle things around until you get them into place. There you go. And now you can get out of the way. And now it's even worse when you have to film it. All right, so tab the wheels together, and that's pretty much how you want things in there looking. That's the best I can do for you. That's how you want that looking in there. So once you've done that, it helps if you bring these panels out so you can see what you're doing here. So all of this is going to slide up right there, and you can see there are tabs that will go into these two slots right here. So get that set up, and you can then push those tabs into place like that. And then we can close this up. And these wheels, of course, are going to come undone in the process. Tab them back together like that. And we're pretty much at the home stretch here. And then you just bring all of this up, and this will tab in right in there like so. Get that tabbed in. And we are pretty much done. And the last thing we do is we bring in the missiles, and they will just peg in right there and right there. And there you go. It's a foot. It's a big old stinking green foot. There you go. Let's give it a turn around. It is a good looking foot. I will say, it looks cool. It looks good. It's the only reason I'm still spending money on this set is because it looks good. And that's, again, the only compliment I will give these figures. They look good. But yeah, there's the foot mode right there. And it looks good. Hey, again, I will give credit where it's due. It looks good. The journey is in no way fun, but it looks good. So yeah, that is it for the foot mode. Did I actually? Yeah. So you always want to make sure that these are tabbing in there. I don't know if I pointed that out, but there's a lot going on. But anyway, that's how you want everything looking. Yeah, it's a foot. A big old stinking green foot. But that's it for the leg mode. So let's get down to transformation again, shall we? Oh, okay, so anyway. Sometimes you gotta laugh so you don't cry. But anyway, so what are we doing now? So now, to get back into robot mode, let's undo all of this. We need to undo all this hard work we just did. Get this open here so you can untab all this, slide it back out. And there we go. And we can start finagling this guy into robot mode. So we're going to start with the legs and work our way up. So just going to lift this up, get things out of the way, and we can commence. So we need to undo this little hook here, which I can never do with my hands, so I just use my spudger and just pop that open. There we go. Get that out of the way. And just undo the little T-tab here, like so, and then we can split all of this. And we can just flip in that little tab. We can open up the legs a bit so we have some room to operate. And we can do things here. So we can just... Actually, want to open these up too, because again, just anything we can do to get things out of our way, we should do. So just straighten the legs out, bring that in. We need to unpeg this section right here, so just give that a good push, and oops, and things popped off. I'm going to have to glue these in place, because these like to pop off on me. They're just pegged in. I'm probably going to put a little dab of glue to hold them in place. Flip that in. And there we go. So we just want to rotate this down and swing this down. That will come around, tab in, flip the top of his toes back over, bring that over, bring the foot into place, and then take this little top section here and just slide that over like so. And we'll leave this open for now because we need to undo this little locking point here, which is very tight as well. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Pop that up, bring the leg down, and then we can bring all this around and plug it back in to the thigh, like so. And there's a leg all done. Second verse, unfortunately, is just like the first. So just bring that in. And actually, no, we're going to straighten the leg out first. Straighten the leg out first. Get that down. Bring that back in. Again, just open this up just to kind of get things out of our way. And undo this bit. This one is plenty tight. Oh, come on, baby. Go! Oh, man. I didn't have this much problem with it before, but of course, camera's on. You know why? Because the camera's on. Come on. Hey, hey, hey! Even my spudger doesn't want to work with me. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Work with me here. Work with me. Work with me. Going into shockwave voice now. Work with me, man. Work with me. Seriously. This was actually not that hard before, but there we go. My God in heaven. All right, so rotate that down. I'm not editing that out. I want you to see the struggle. I want you to see it. I'm not going to do what other people do and cut out the hard parts. I want you to see the struggle. I want you to know what you're getting yourself into. That's the point of these videos. But anyway. People who cut those parts out are doing you a disservice because they're giving you a false impression of how truly hard these figures are to transform. But anyway. Do that, rotate that over, and there you go. So now that we've done that, untab that, that one came out easy. There we go, boom. Bring that out, over, dab it in, booyah. There you go. Okay. There you go. So we can just bring these down. They don't lock in, but they're just supposed to sit there as like little hip skirts. So we got his legs all done. Hooray. Hooray for legs. Hooray for his big old stinking legs. So, now that we have done that, what are we going to do? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know. Okay, undo these bits. Gotta bring all that back. We can split his arms and just bring them back. Just tab them in. Bring them out a click. Just so you have some clearance. And, okay, so, let's see here. What we're going to do now is, I guess we're going to work on his backpack and all of this and get all this situated. So again, this is just kind of a lot of finagling you're going to do. Everything is pretty much already where it needs to be. You just kind of have to rotate the wheels back and make sure these little bits here are, oops, go the other way. Make sure these bits here are pointed up. So that's basically how you want them. And just get these around, like so, and there you go. And then all this is just going to kind of sit down here like that. And again, this whole bar here rotates, so you want that coming down like that. You want to swing these in, swing that in, like so. So what we need to do here is we need to open this up. We need to flip in this little panel here. And this will go over this. This bar right here is going to go right through this opening. It's going to sit in that opening. So get it sitting there, as you can see, and get it all tabbed together. That's how it's supposed to look. Once you do that, you can bring all this right back down, and there are tabs in here that will go into slots right here. And it just helps if you get all this kind of angled up. And it should, with a little bit of effort and a lot of tears, it should all go where it needs to go. There we go, like that. Get all that situated. And then you want to take these bits here, and they will go into these little slots, right up in there, and right up in there. There you go. So we got his backpack all situated. Cool! Cool! Alright. So we've done that. We can work on his arms. So untab this panel here. Straighten out his arm. Bring his hand down. And rotate it. And this little bit here, just going to swing down. So you're going to bring this in, and this is going to go over that tab right there. There you go. Second verse is just like the first. Get it down, straighten out his arm, flip down his hand, rotate, swing this down, bring it around like so. And we are pretty much, thankfully, at the home stretch here. And all that's left to do is just take his head and turn it around. Even that's going to fight me now. Come on now. There we go. And his head is on a double hinge. His neck is on a double hinge. So you can bring it up a little bit. Or have it hunched down if you want to. But bring it up like that. And the final little embellishment here is just taking the little missiles. And they will plug in these ports right here. On the other side, like so. And like so. And we are done. Thankfully, we are done. And there you have Smash, aka Long Haul, in his robot mode. And he looks good. He looks real good. Again, that's the only compliment I'll give it, but it looks good. It does look really good. But yeah, I'll give him that much credit. It looks real good. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at that beautiful beautiful noggin of his. The eyes, I don't know if you can tell, but they are painted red. You got some gunmetal gray up in there. Some nice silver and red there on the chest. Again, you got some nice molded details throughout. He looks dingy, he looks dirty, as a Constructicon should. See even the bottoms of his feet. They're all dingy and dirty. Oh, this little hook. I always forget. This little hook you want to swing in. There you go. Yeah, you have his big old feet. And move with the back. Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, everything compacts up pretty well back there. So not too shabby. Again, it looks good. I'll give credit where it's due. It looks good. Now, articulation-wise, he can rotate, can do a full 360 as you saw. He can look up, do a total squirrel. He can totally do that. Look back down. Look down. Look back down. Go. He can look down a good bit. Arms can rotate. Can do a full 360. Got inward and outward movement on a ratchet that's really heavier than it should be. Because that ratchet doesn't even serve any purpose for the combined mode, so why is that ratchet so heavy? I don't know, but hey, it is. There we go. You do have bicep rotation, which is also super stiff on mine. Elbows, you have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. You have a double joint at the wrist if you need it. Again, that's for transformation, but hey, it's there. You have wrist rotation. You do have waist rotation, but backpack and all that kind of gets in the way, but you have waist rotation. Legs can move forward about that far, back about that far, out about that far before things get in the way. That ratchet's pretty smooth ratchet. And you have thigh rotation. You do have a double jointed knee, but due to this stuff back here, you're only going to get about maybe 90%. About 90 degrees there. And as far as the feet go, you can use this transformation hinge to move the foot up. Can't really move it down. And you do have all kinds of ankle tiltage. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with the Studio Series Long Haul. This one's been on a diet. Here he is with the original Revenge of the Fallen Voyager Long Haul. Here he is with my knockoff MPM Prime, with my knockoff MPM Megs. And personally, I think these guys look great with the TF Dream Factory Megatron. I think that looks quite good. And last but not least, here he is with Split, aka Mixmaster. And we can see how the team is coming along so far. So, there you go. So there you have Smash, and yeah, he's another one. He's another one. You know, the figure looks great, and again, that's the only compliment I'll give it. The figure looks great. You know, it's okay. One thing I have to make clear: it's not a case of, for me anyway, it's not a case of over-engineering. It's not that there are too many steps. I don't care if a Transformer has 500 steps, just so long as those steps work smoothly, fluidly. That's the issue with these figures. It's not that they're over-engineered, it's that the engineering doesn't work well. It's not over-engineering, it's bad engineering. That's the problem with these figures. They don't work smoothly, they don't work fluidly. You're having to fight with them to get them transformed. That's my problem with these figures. They can have a million steps. I don't care. Just make them work with me, not against me. That's my issue with these figures. That's what they need to work on. Making the figures more user-friendly. It's not about making them less, you know, it's not about less steps in the transformation. It's just about making the steps that are there work with the user, not against the user. But that's all I'll say about that. But, you know, like I said earlier, the only thing that's keeping me the only thing that's making me continue to spend money on this set is the combine mode, because the combine mode looks fantastic, and I'm thinking big picture here. I'm thinking endgame. That's why I'm still buying these figures, because I want that awesome looking Devastator on my shelf. So that's pretty much it. I'm buying these purely for a display piece, more so than actual things I want to mess with, because I don't want to mess with these at all. As display pieces, these figures are great. Like I said, they look amazing. As far as functionality, playability, enjoyment, these things are crap. They're utter crap. But if you want a cool looking Devastator on your shelf, okay, go for these, put it on your shelf, and then never touch it. That's pretty much all the advice I can give you on these. But there you go. Now, I picked this up from Show Z Store. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check them out. For all your other Transformers needs, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. You can also check out the Troublemaker playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Devil Saviour Smash, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Big Ache, be proud, palm in your face. Very long haul. I have a job for you. I have about 50,000 burritos. I need you to take them over to my quarters, if you please. I'm not your personal grub hub. Oh, come on, hauling things is what you do. It's in your name, for Primus' sakes. So hard to find good help these days.